Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Jits Quips.
Pulls guard straight away, goes for the sweep. Greg stands back up. There we go. Lots of action already in the first initial exchange. Tries a sweep. Stop.
Thanks for joining us and welcome to Jits Quips. So today we have Morgan. What's your second name, Morgan?
Thomas.
Morgan Thomas and Kevin Corkhill. So thanks for coming on, gents.
Thanks for the coffee.
Oh yeah, repping Costa on the episode, so shout out. It's actually an official sponsor. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It's not.
It's phone off.
No, that I think I just committed libel or something like that. So just for the record, Costa is not an official sponsor of Jits Quips yet.
We're just enthusiastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty buzzing off the double espresso right now.
Coffee's no joke.
Coffee is no joke. I've only just got onto it, but yeah, it's a powerful. Caffeine is a powerful drug.
Yeah. I'm just going to smile and nod and not talk about all the cans of Red Bull in the car.
Are you
No,
a big caffeine man?
Used to.
I get super sweaty when I drink loads of coffee.
You know what it is for me?
Well,
It just
I
makes
get
me
sweaty.
phase out. Like if I have like 2 cans of I used to have like 2 cans of like the Lucozade ones, and then just be like proper. Like, what day is it? Yeah.
I do have to limit my caffeine intake because when I first started drinking coffee probably about 3 years ago, I was smashing it, having like 4 or 5 cups, double espressos a day, and then I was like waking up with a low level anxious feeling and also like slight
Jittery.
yeah. So I realised it was the coffee. So now it's like two double espressos around like 11, 12, buzzing for the rest of the day, and maybe one more before 2 o'clock.
Okay.
None after 2 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Morgan, it's your first time on on Jits Quips.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, because I'm aware that you enjoy trail walking, and I wanted to know how did you arrive at jiu-jitsu? So what's that story?
So when I moved to the area, I bought the place with. This is going to sound a bit weird, but I bought the place with my sister. The idea was like I keep working in the zoo, and she goes to study in Liverpool, so it was just like the perfect spot in between. She hooks up with her high school proper Ross Rachel sort of thing, and he's like into his Thai boxing and everything, and he is really good to be fair. He finds this place. Does the beginner's course. I think he had Dave Campbell and Nate Dunn on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, give it a go. You'd love it." And I was like, "All right." I signed up for it, and next thing you know, it's like,
You're loving it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when it's like time to go, I'm like mentally just clawing at the door, like, "Oh, can I stay for 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Just one more round, please."
One more round, yeah.
Yeah, but like 2.5 years later, still here. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, the broad strokes.
And if you don't mind me asking, what was your experience with, let's say, violence before, like if you had any? And it, if I want to say, if there's like traumatic memories or anything like that, then we don't have to go over that here, and we'll cut it out.
No worries.
But because we don't really have the support system in place, to really open up people's like wounds. So, and I'm aware like some people experience violence inflicted on them by parents or by anyone, and it can be deeply traumatic. Like, I've had that experience as well. So just want to put that out there. So, but the question is, sort of like, what was your before you started practicing combat sports? Mm-hmm. Did you have any experience with violence, or and also how, like, were you an aggressive person, or did you suffer with rage or anything like that?
Well, I mean, like, compared to some folks, I got quite lucky. Like, good parents and everything like that. The most violent thing that I've experienced as a child was, unfortunately, having a cousin who was a bit of a psychopath. You could probably edit that out.
Okay. Yeah, I will if you want me to. Man.
Nah,
I don't think he's gonna watch it. Don't worry about it.
No, he's not gonna.
I reckon you could take him now. This.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably could. I mean, like, so it was kind of weird because when I was younger, I used to hero worship him, and then something just snapped. I don't know, maybe he had something going on or something like that, because this was like even before he was 15 and stuff, so we're talking like, you know, he's 5 years older than me, so if I'm 8, he's 13, but yeah, he used to beat the crap out of me. One time he nearly stabbed me with a dart. Yeah. But it was just like one case where he used to beat me one time when I was over at his place, because his dad used to just like take me and my sister whenever my parents were working and stuff like that. And one time when I got on top of him, I just like started laying into him. And of course, like, then he did the thing where he shouted for his dad. Mm-hmm. So we both got told off then.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, good parents, everything like that.
Okay. And so when did all that stop? Still going on?
No. I mean, he's nearly 40 now.
Is it?
I would say that I think the last time that stopped was when he was about 16 and he got caught, like, well, he had me in a chokehold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like too many people spotted him then.
Yeah.
The funny thing was...
that's like 16-year-old against an 11-year-old, right?
Yeah. He was a bit of a turd. But I don't know what was going on in his brain either.
That's it, exactly. It's like people that were bullied as well, right? And there tends to be a cycle of abuse. Say that again.
It's the layer cake.
The layer cake.
Yeah.
Shit falls downhill. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so after that, because I didn't like grow up in a rough neighbourhood or anything like that, but it gets a little bit like, I don't want to say tricky, but I got diagnosed with autism, so I know everyone's like jiu-jitsu and autism, yeah, but I genuinely...
I've been shocked. I don't know how you lasted that one, mate. Fucking hell.
No, I've literally got the card and everything.
The diagnosis.
No shit.
But yeah,
well, I was shocked when you told me.
I'm so shocked. I've never been more shocked in my whole life. Wes, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right. But yeah, back then, if you got diagnosed with autism, you were one of the special kids. Mm-hmm. So I got put into a smaller school. Basically, there's a high school in Wales that have like I don't want to say like an off-brand school, but basically one for kids with severe learning difficulties and everything like that. But
you had to go there?
Yeah. Oh. I did take lessons in the mainstream school, but I only passed with like 5 GCSEs in the end, and so the guys were going like, yeah, I got 12. But a lot of the kids there were non-verbal, and they couldn't really express themselves, so every now and again you would actually see like the teachers getting full-on attacked. One, bless her, she ended up getting her jaw broken. Uh-huh. And, you know, you can't exactly go like, well, that kid should be locked up and stuff, because he can't express himself any other way sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't say I was exposed to violence like a lot of guys are.
I can imagine, I mean, actually, from experience, I know that that's a scary situation. Because I mean, I've done care work and I've worked in mental health hospitals where we had to employ like we were trained in holds, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Now. And that's when like care workers are getting attacked, and I've seen people getting attacked before I did jiu-jitsu, and it terrified me to the point where like it would take me 2 days to calm down from a shift to get back down to base, and I was having nightmares about it, you know, like that kind of environment, like where unpredictable violence is like a possibility. Like I think now that I do jiu-jitsu, I might be a bit more equipped to deal with that kind of environment. I don't know, but where before that it was not a nice place to work. Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, like at the time it was like a proper, what is going on?
Yeah, and you're not like that at all, right? Like
no, well, I mean, like
it strikes me weird that he was in a place like that. You seem not to be rude here, but you seem very baseline autistic. You don't really seem like you're not non-verbal, you're not violent. You can convey your ideas quite well.
Seems like you're faking
your conversation. No, I was 100% not faking it. He stinks a bit.
but do you think,
smell it on him? But
do you think you could have?
Legitimately
Do you think you could have survived in a mainstream school?
I think it was like too stimulating for me, because I did take lessons in the school adjacent to that one. That was a mainstream school. But you know, sometimes like someone would say something, go completely over my head, and next thing you know, I'd be known as the guy who fought for that. So
like people would take advantage.
But do you not feel like we're a bit more like people couldn't get you with that nowadays because you're a bit more socialised? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and plus like
also school's just hell.
Yeah.
You're around some weird people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I think maybe like people in the gym environment, or like say like adult life are less likely to be horrible.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, you get people from all walks of life coming here.
Yeah.
It was funny actually though, because my sister's boyfriend is from the same town that I went to that school in, and me and him had that conversation, and he just went, I don't need to sound like a dick when I say this, but with how you pass off and everything, when you were in there, did you feel like you were locked in the loony bin a bit?
Yeah.
And I was like, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. I mean, like, oh yeah, you'd have kids drooling and stuff like that. And plus, like, you're never allowed to play football because the whole playground area was about half the size of this, and it was all like tarmac and everything. So you kind of regressed a little bit, like socially, but you know, past that point anyway. So I'd like to say it's getting. Sorry, Kev.
No, good.
I'd like to say because it's getting more understood now. That you know, there's more in place for kids that get diagnosed, and you know, the different levels. Just like if the parents call their kids neurospicy, they deserve to be smacked. Okay. I'm not a fan of violence in that, but yeah.
We don't like neurospicy. I've never heard that before.
Oh, sorry.
You're propagating the...
Yeah, well, I mean, like, to me, it just glamorizes it. And it's like, you know, when I was diagnosed, it was like a negative thing. And now people are trying to go like the complete reverse and just like glamorize it. I'm like, just make it normal.
Just make it normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so let me tell our viewers what we're going to do today. So me and Morgan, did you say we've rolled 3 times?
We've rolled more than that, I think.
I think we've rolled, I might be getting that confused. So me and Morgan have rolled a few times, and Morgan agreed to come on to the show today. So I thought, you know, I'm feeling sort of okay at the moment when it comes to jits. So, and I wanted to have a match. So because it's just me and Morgan, we're going to do three matches, or would we call them rounds? But each round is going to be no time limit, sub only. So it could be quick taps, 1, 2, 3, or it could be 3 40-minute rounds.
Yeah, we could be here till tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't want to shy away from the no time limit, sub only format, because for me, that's just all the more jiu-jitsu. Do you know what I mean? And I think if you give people the chance to see what it really is like, sub only, no time limit, then people will come around to that. I mean, I think it will be, people think it's boring having longer than 10 minutes, but I beg to differ. So so that's what we're going to do, and then we have Kevin Corkhill with us. So if you didn't know, Kevin is... Pardon?
No, you know.
If you didn't know, now you know, but if you didn't know this as well, Kevin is a first degree black belt. And pardon?
Very humble.
I'd never lie about my achievements.
Yes, I got that wrong. So first degree black belt, which is an honour for us to have you here.
I've been a black belt for 5 years. I think I've been 6 years next summer. It's been a while, like.
Okay, yeah, been a while. So, Kev,
You can call me whatever you want, mate.
Cheers.
Just don't call me Sally.
So, Kev, you've got a match coming up
Yeah.
at the ADCC Scotland Invitational, and it's a super fight. Who's that with?
Sean Stewart.
Sean Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Stewart. So, I mean, after this filming, I'm going to go check him out on YouTube, see what you're
He's a tough guy. He competes a lot. He's a durable guy. He's from Scotland, obviously. It's alright. Be decent. Something to do with it.
Is that same weight?
Yeah, I'll be competing at 66. Though I've got kind of fat lately.
You got a bit of weight to cut?
No, not that much. It's weeks out. I'll be on weight. I just go. It's in August sometime, I think.
Okay. August at some point. You'll see it on.
Really sure.
See it on Kev's.
You'll see it on ADCC Scotland on Instagram, I imagine. Yeah, I used to be super skinny for the weight class. Like, I've spent a lot of my jiu-jitsu life around about 64.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm over 70. So, you know, I'm fat.
Looking good.
Nobody looks good when they're this fat.
Yeah.
I used to have abs and I barely have abs anymore.
I'm nearly 20 kilos on you.
Yeah, lad, because I'm quite tall. Well, I'm not quite tall. I just look way taller than I am because I used to be so thin. Do you know what I mean? Like Graham looks like it's like 6 foot long because it's scrawny. So now I'm a bit fatter.
All right, guys. Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the show on the road. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on your left you have Greg. On your right you have Morgan. Morgan sporting the Jazzy Gambit rig out. With no tights, they're exchanging collar ties. Greg has the inside space with his right hand and his left hand's on the bicep ride. Tries for a 2-on-1, disengages. Greg's hitting him with a few feints. Morgan not really buying too much. Morgan breaks his posture down. Stop saying he's alright, come on. Wrist control exchange by Greg. Morgan always on the outside with these under the hooks and overhooks. Not really much going on. Greg breathing deeply already for some reason. Wrist control by Morgan with the lead hands as left. Greg goes for the collar tie. They're exchanging grips with the right hand. Morgan's got the inside space. Attempted arm drag by Greg. Not really committed to that though. They exchange collar tie inside. What I would like to see out of the people, there we go, a bit more feinting, don't sit guard. Trying to be impartial here, but also trying to make the action worthwhile.
Yeah.
So what?
No, I'm never going to shoot. I'm not getting my really active next thing.
You should always wear a gum shield because you'll lose your teeth like that. Exchanging the collar ties and the wrist controls. Greg tries for his hard snap down, but he's not putting his back into it. He's more just pulling with his arms. Morgan on the back foot here. Wouldn't mind seeing Morgan a bit more offensive, a bit more assertive in his jiu-jitsu. Controls the wrist. There we go. Good collar tie. Good double collar tie. Should go for the overhook and step in. There we go. Greg breaks the posture, takes the back, nice. He takes him down with the claw. Greg to mount now. Morgan doesn't need to panic here. He's panicking, he's turning to his side. Greg is trying to establish the wrist control. Oh, Greg's rushed it. Could this pay off for him? I can't really see what's going on here. Greg has the back. I can't see the hand fight position. So what Morgan needs to do is Greg's off the side, so he just needs to shake. If Morgan shakes right now, he's going to end up on top, which is a massive turnaround for Morgan. Greg readjusts, ends up with the seatbelt again. Slides off to the side again though. Morgan needs to bring his right arm out. He's just trying to, he's out there. There we go. Greg has rushed in. Will it cost him? Unsure here. Both deep breathing very deeply. Feel like Greg's shot was loaded a bit earlier. Oh, he's got a bite with the right hand. He's squeezing. Morgan resists the choke. Goes face down. Greg is fully off to the side now. Morgan postures up and ends up in close guard. Nice. Greg does the right thing. Stands back up. Lovely work by Greg. Morgan shows real guts and determination. Morgan appears to be a bit tired and a bit on the back foot here. Slight low shot, but he backs out of it. If he would have committed to that, he would have got it. Collar tie again, wrist control. Hits the arm, attacking that arm drag well. Morgan's tired, Baines at the hip. Collar ties exchanged. Oh, goes for the... Wow, goes for like a fireman's carry, but doesn't really know how to do a fireman's carry. And now he's on bottom and side control. Fucking hell. He's bottom side control, Morgan's on top of him. Shouldn't be apologising when you're getting battered. Morgan on top of him. Greg with the double arm in. Tries to recover, just lifts his legs up. Greg gets on top. Nice, Greg. His reverse scaffold, ends up on top. Pulls the elbow up. Grabs the wrist for some reason. Fucks it. He's going to get pushed back. Just needs to beat that. He beats that knee. Morgan's tired now. You can really see it. Both of them are really breathing heavy. If you can't hear that in the camera, don't know if that camera's picking it up. But that's breathing heavy. Greg on top with a cross face, hips slightly turned away. Morgan with the frames on the inside, but will he be able to capitalise on it? Greg constantly turning to that right hip, but not moving up, which bold call, in my opinion. Blocks the cross face arm. Greg steps over for mount. Morgan bucks. Morgan looks for a bite with the single leg X. He's probably gonna tap him here. So he has almost an Aoki lock, but I'm not sure if he knows what an Aoki lock is. He went for a straight ankle lock. Greg just needs to pull his foot out. There we go. Nice, Greg. Greg resists. Morgan pushes the top position. Pushed Greg. Good, beautiful stand-up technique by Greg. And Morgan accepts the bottom. Poor position. You've just put a lot of energy into getting on top of him. You can't be lying on your back waiting for something bad to happen. Greg needs to stand up and push his feet down. Morgan needs to get another bite on the ankle. I feel like if he can get a good solid bite on that straight ankle lock, he can definitely tap him with it. Greg disengages, cuts back for a knee cut. Good, nice. Good resistance by Morgan. Morgan's tired now, so he's gone for the close guard. He's gone for the body squeeze. Which is bold. Pushes the arm off the centre. It looks like he's going to try and take the back or go for the arm lock. Greg postures, saves him a lot of hassle, that posture. Greg has spent a lot of his energy by the looks of it. He's breathing heavy now. Morgan sits up to attempt a guillotine and to extend again with his legs. He's going for almost like an abdomen crush. Greg is trying to vote for him. He tapped him. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Shouldn't have tapped to that. That was nothing. Boo. Boo. What the fuck was that? What did you tap to then? You tapped to a guillotine like that? What are you on about?
Oh my God.
You tapped to fatigue. You tapped to fatigue as much as you tapped to that guillotine. Get up, hurry up, come on. Look like you've had a fight and you've done something, do you know what I mean? Don't just lie there on the floor.
First round. Go.
Next two.
Look like you won. There we go.
So that was the first round with me and Morgan. Congratulations, Morgan, for the dub. I wanted to say I enjoyed it. It was it felt like a proper scrap. We had some scrambles. I had dominant positions. You two, and then you basically. I was gassed at the end. I wanted to tap. We both were.
Yeah.
But you just put that pressure in.
No, you just had way better will to win than you.
Better will to win.
You just gave up. For as much you gave you a way out and you took it.
Yeah, 100%.
In my opinion.
I mean, like, as I said, when you had my back the first time, I was genuinely like, shit, this is going to be over pretty damn fast. But as I said, like, I've been in that position quite a few times, so as long as I feel like I can get your arm just above the elbow and start swinging you across, sure, you've still got your best case scenario, you're back in full guard, but at least my back's mine now, you don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
But
well, how did I get on your back?
Your arm dragged him and you took the claw
Yeah,
on him and you rolled
Oh,
over.
yeah,
So
right.
I'll tell you what happened.
Go
He
on.
came out, he's exchanged a few half-hearted takedown attempts. You hit him with an arm drag, got him in the claw, span him down. You had him in mount and he gave you his back. You tried to choke him, went terribly. Ended up on bottom, stood back up, right thing to do again. Then you ended up on top again somehow.
Can I say about when I like getting that finish on the back, that rear naked? Like I feel like I need to work on first of all my hand fighting game from the back, and then also making sure that when I do go for it, I'm already under the chin, because I can get on the back. But
So here's a tip for you. Here's the biggest tip. If you don't go off his back, eventually you'll choke him. You're just trying to choke him with no reckless abandon for the position.
Stay on the
and
back.
then you just lose it. And then you end up on bottom. If you work him for a long enough timeline, if you have his back, you will choke him. Do you know what I mean?
I like that.
okay.
So also I had, I was controlling. I was controlling his arm with that grip. So sort of, I think it should be the Spider-Man grip, right? But I don't think.
Don't worry about that.
Just control that arm.
Don't even worry about controlling his arm. Keep worried about keeping your back on his chest. He just constantly off-centered you. He was just constantly on the side trying to turn him over, and that's not how you do it. You get him in a half Nelson, you turn him over like that. Story for a different day, but you don't want to be looking at the specifics that you did wrong. You want to be looking at the bigger bits that you've done wrong. You got a lot of positional things wrong with it. You lost position.
So say for example, when he turtled up, I stayed on his back with like 2 hooks because I had that control of that arm.
Yeah, but that's always a big risk. Because the second you was off the centre line, I knew he was going to get on top of you. You'll be able to hear me say it in the commentary.
Okay. So then you want to think about maybe back stepping off and controlling it, pulling back on.
You don't ever want to risk being on bottom.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So then.
He tried to body crush you a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit of a sadist for that one.
It's okay. I like being put in those uncomfortable positions. It's like okay, now I hate this.
Yeah.
How long can I actually withstand it? Like
Forever. So especially if you're having like a match with somebody with a camera in my face, unless I'm either gonna do myself some serious damage, but he's not gonna do serious damage there. He's just gonna hit me sides a bit. He's not gonna break me back. Do you know what I mean? Like if somebody's choking over my face, I'll tap because they're going to break my teeth.
Yeah.
But if somebody's just squeezing my belly, I wouldn't be tapping to that. And that's essentially what made you let him guillotine you.
Yeah.
Well, I try not to use that one to make a guy tap out, but it's one of those where I feel like if they come too far forward to try and like alleviate some of the pressure, it gives me the guillotine.
It was incredibly effective. You had some body triangle as well at one point on him from the bottom. It was weird. It was a mad setup, but good shit.
like there was one point where we stood back up and I could see like the colour drain from your face, and I was like, you're gassing it, I might be able to have it, but nah, even like I was gassing at the same time.
Grim Reaper makeup.
No, you were both absolutely fucked. You just wanted to win more than you did.
Yeah.
All ways out just manifested in your brain to the way you just thought, hey, this is the easiest way.
100%.
I'll just give him me neck and I'll let him win.
Yeah.
It's depressing to see, because I'm just going to go into it very briefly. Have you ever heard Chael Sonnen talk about it?
Yeah.
When he talks about losing's never an option. Losing's the easiest option. At any point you can just be like, I've had enough, I'm going to let him do whatever he wants, lads.
It's funny because in my head I was channeling a bit of Anderson Silva in my head, because that was that fight where Chael Sonnen just knocked him 7 different ways till Sunday, and then he manages to just triangle Chael in the last like 30 seconds. So I was like, just give me something.
This was a man who found fighting 3 years ago and just watched all the back tapes.
Exactly.
And then was very shocked that I can smell that he's autistic.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's been watching fight tapes for 8 years old, just like, sick this shit up.
Yeah.
We didn't say you were allowed to channel pro fighters, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. None of that in the next round. So I was going to say, I gave up. Yeah, I sort of knew it at the time, because I already wanted to give up when you were squeezing me. And I mean, you'll hear it clear as day. There's a fucking, I was groaning.
I thought I broke something.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but I do tend to be quite a vocal practitioner. But I think if they'd have heard that in, say, like role models or something like that, they'd have stopped the fight, because you're not allowed to do that. But
so I'm very much of the opinion jiu-jitsu and all fighting is a performance art. If I can see that you're visibly uncomfortable, I know whatever I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's something maybe I need to work on.
Game face.
If
you were playing poker and you've got a 2 and a 3 and you're doing that face, I know if we bet I'm going to win.
What do I need to do to beat Morgan in this next round?
If you just do that, again, but solidify your positions a bit more, show a bit more will to win, and don't panic. So when you're saying, oh, I'm tired, I can't go on, what you have to think is this guy is as tired, if not more tired than you. If you think he was going to have a heart attack then, he also thinks he's going to have a heart attack then, do you know what I mean? I could see him, he was fucked. He was there, he was done. So, he was just as done as you.
I think in the last match, I tapped just to sort of save you from having a heart attack. I reckon it was...
That could have happened.
For your own good.
Genuinely.
That it was close.
It was, to be honest. I mean, like, as I said, when you had my back the first time, I was like, shit. I think...
Go on, so yeah, what were you going to say?
I think there was another time as well when you got on top and I was like, right,
the second one, because you went from bottom to top, you chased him and then sat down. That's what I didn't like. Do you know what I mean? You were chasing him and then you sat down and he got on top of you, and I was like, oh, don't do that, lad. So quick tip, you need to make him take you down. Yeah, you can't just be sitting on your bum.
No.
Because you need to make him burn energy.
The one thing I'm glad I did is I didn't use guard pulling as plan A. I mean, like, I can understand it being valid to an extent, but I don't think it should be a plan A.
If you're real good at guard, pull guard straight away. If some guy can slam you on your head because they're much bigger than you, hey, pull guard straight away. I pull guard all the time, but there's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
If it was against somebody who's a comparable wrestler to me, I'd be wrestling them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But
I've got a question for you, Kev.
Enlighten me.
So, when I'm on Morgan's back, right?
Yep.
And I'm controlling the arm, but he's so I'm off centre onto the other side.
Yep.
But I've still got my
so
hooks
switch
in.
to a half Nelson.
Switched.
So you've got the wrist control in, you're attacking this choke.
Yeah.
Put it behind his head and go a half Nelson and turn him over.
Turn him over.
Yeah.
So, because what I've been doing is I've been hanging on, thinking I've still sort of got the back here.
So
I'm burning energy there, aren't I?
No, you're going to lose position.
Lose position.
So you're slowly eroding your lead. So if I was you and I was doing back control now, I wouldn't even try and take us back. I'd just side control him and mount him. Your side control is quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your side control is going to benefit you a lot more than your terrible back control is.
All right.
In my opinion.
All right.
from what I could see, your best positions were when you had him in side control, because you could make him panic. When you had him back control, he knew he was going to get out. I could see it. He was very briefly worried when you had a choke around his face.
Yeah.
But then once you fucked that, he knew he was going to get out. My opinion.
Should I have carried on with that? Maybe try and go for a face
off,
bar.
What are you on about?
Yeah.
So I'm very much of the opinion, if it makes him tap, it's jiu-jitsu.
Okay. So go for that face bar.
You should wear a gum shield though. Quick tip, you'll hear me say it.
Yeah, because there were a couple of knocks on the chin there.
Hey, my teeth are absolutely fucked off jiu-jitsu. Don't get me wrong, through smoking as well, and slovenly behaviour, but I've lost teeth through jiu-jitsu.
For me, it's like a gag reflex. I mean, like...
Go and get a dentist one.
Okay.
The dentist ones fit nice into your mouth and they're not like boil and bite ones. Boil and bite ones are always like that. So speak to Seth about it.
I will do, yeah.
There's some advice for you.
Or if you get like a face crank, I'll tap.
I just wanted to say as well, so this top that I'm wearing is from the Jack McLeod, I think the last fight that he had. I'm unaware of the details off the top of my head, but you'll see it on his Instagram. And when he fights, he has this sort of like uniform, I guess you can call it. And it's got Jack's name on the back and all the sponsors and a little Grim Reaper there as well. So, yeah, I think every time he fights, or I'm not too sure, but a few times now he's released his gear. And you can buy a nice set top and shorts. And what I'll probably do is, next time that's going on, I'll put it on the Instagram. So I like it. It sort of supports the competitors, and they look pretty cool too. Like, they look decent. So.
Yeah, everyone's got, well, Billy, Jack. I want to say there was someone else. I can't remember.
Ronan.
Yeah, I mean, like Ronan's sport as well, but there was another lad who had his own like top and everything. But my mind's drawn a blank again, so sorry, dude.
You're wearing Gambit brand as well, so which is another brand coming out of the gym. Nathan Dunn.
Conquer arranged this one as well.
Yeah, it looks decent.
I mean, I like the graded rashis as well, but I wanted to be ambitious and just like, okay, one day I'm gonna wear that colour. But I just thought, if I order that now, I'm going to look like a twat if I turn up in it.
I don't think they'll give it to you, you know.
No.
I'm wearing Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
I like the Gambit gear. That style. I don't really like ranked rashis, to be honest with you. Ranked rashis always look forced, in my opinion. It's always like either the arm or some stupid stripe on the chest. I prefer a solid colour, to be honest.
The black and the white looks decent.
I mainly wear Sondico to training.
I was like really torn between this one and the white one, but because I've got one of his black gis, I was just like...
I would never get a white rash guard, because they go scabby over time.
Yeah, well, I thought about...
Also, people's blood doesn't really come out of them. I've got a white NBR rash guard. Hey, I spend more time cleaning it than you actually do wearing it.
Oh.
Good.
Well, I was going to get like a white...
Obviously.
Beaver. Yeah.
If I was training here, I'd get a blueberry.
Okay.
Alright, should we do it?
Okay.
Round two. Right, let's get ready.
Get too much sugar in you.
Well nervous for this one now, mate. Morgan, round two. Good to go.
Yeah.
Morgan on the left again, Greg on the right again. We are... See, what they're both doing is they both have their feet super planted. And they walk backwards and forwards. Needs like a bit more circle action, exchanging the collar ties. Greg slaps Morgan right in the chops. Stop apologising. There we go, nice little arm drag feet there. Morgan going for the high collar tie. So Greg just backing up in a straight line. It's not really what we want to see. We always want to see people circling off the centre to create an angle on people. Morgan with the high overhook, wraps the neck. Greg goes to his knees. Greg sits to his... Oh, he's already got bottom side control. He accepted that way too easy. Morgan's on top, he's just playing a bit of pressure. Oh, Greg recovers the guard. No. Greg's knee and elbow are together, but he has not recovered the guard. Morgan's still with that inside space. Lot of tension going on here from both sides. Greg recovers guard. Oh, tries to stand up, but Morgan's sweet to it with the left hand on the right ankle. Takes him back down. In a almost butterfly guard. Morgan on top. Morgan with the right hand just above the neck. In the squash butterfly, both of them breathing heavily already. Both of them need to take a big deep breath and relax to sweep. Taps him with a straight ankle lock. We're not 19 forever. Just like that, we're getting out of here early now. You're not 19 forever.
Yeah. So that was round 2 of me versus Morgan, and I think that's definitive, right? Much quicker. I felt like the aggression was like higher on that one because maybe you know that you can sub me now. So
well, for me it was just like, I don't want you to get on my back or get on top, so I was just like, just keep him there. And I've got to admit, the straight ankle for me, it's like a very high risk, high reward. So if that went wrong and you got on top, I'd be over. So it's a case of
it's glass cannon.
Yeah.
One shot at it, sort
you
of.
Just you just weren't asked then. To be honest, you wanted to lose again.
Always with the
your confidence. Your confidence in your second one was poor, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, like, yeah.
I'm very much of the opinion it's super hard to get yourself hyped up to beat somebody you know who can beat you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially if it's 10 minutes ago. If it was like a few days ago, even yesterday.
Yeah.
It's easier to walk in with a better mindset, but trying to pull off a comeback straight, like bang bang, it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
it's a lot to ask.
It was. I think it was compounded for that one. So you beat me easier than you did in the second one. I put up way more of a fight in the first one. I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
So when you had my leg wrapped up, right?
Yeah.
I sort of wasn't sure what I should do because I had that butterfly in.
Get some privates. Maybe not off me, but off somebody
I'll
else.
Get some privates.
Lad, somebody, I know how to do a straight ankle lock. He clearly knows how to do a straight ankle lock. Ask people who are way better than you. Invest your money in the right things.
Mm-hmm.
So we could go to a million classes. Well, like, say 10 classes. And that takes like what? So you go to a class a week. That's like a month, 2.5 months. It's 10 classes. And if you don't cover straight ankle lock in that time, 2.5 months have gone past and you got no better at it.
Yeah.
Whereas you could just make the investment, even if you just split it with somebody and just be like, hey, can we do straight ankle locks? Because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I think I'm a bit reluctant to, because for a while I was just going for straight ankles all the time. And I think I got a bit overconfident with them, like autism and confidence. And my technique started suffering from it. So one of the coaches here noticed that every time I was going for a straight ankle, there was something that was a bit off, there was something I could have done better, or overall I was just sloppy. So he'd come over to the guy who I was straight ankling and just go, so this is what you do to get out of that. And I'd just be like, go away, he was about to tap.
So it's not as simple as saying like I should have either tried to push
my
leg.
It's as simple as you should have put the boot on. It's as simple as that.
But just leave it there and just let him.
But that's the root cause. That you're looking. We need to be looking at the symptoms rather than like the cause of death. Do you know what I mean? There.
Yeah.
You need to be you fucked up ages ago. Kurt Ossian, you fucked up years ago. Like letting them get a bite on your leg when you know you're shit at people getting bites on your leg and you're gonna panic that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that.
So were you baiting that sweep as well? Because I had that butterfly hook in. I saw that you had no way to post on that side, so I swept. But I went for the sweep to put you on your side. Yeah. But as soon as I did that, you fucking readjusted and had it better.
So I'm 50-50 when I've got that and it's not in the proper straight ankle position. I'm either like, okay, I can go for a straight ankle here, or I can just have him think that I'm going for a straight ankle and just, keep him guessing and stuff like that. So it's not the best place for me to be, but it's just like where my skill level is right now.
You knew he was going to tap if you got a bite on his ankle?
Yeah.
You just knew it?
Subconsciously.
Do you think
not even subconsciously, consciously you knew if I grab hold of his ankle, it'll tap you.
Do you think did I tap a bit soon there?
No, I can't tell you whether you tapped soon.
Uh-huh.
Because that might have hurt your ankle. I don't know. I weren't there.
I think it's possible, but I thought that it was only going to get on stronger.
You did the responsible thing, is what I'll say to you, is because you clearly don't know. You just asked me how you defend them, and if you don't know how to defend them, I wouldn't recommend you be like, tap early.
Yeah, see how far it can go.
It's much better to not get hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like...
You did the right thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, me too. And I love a vocal tap. I want to say this quickly. So, when it comes to tapping in training and competition, like you have the people that do that. You know, they don't want to, but they're just like, oh, I don't know if I want to tap. But
yeah,
there you go.
I mean, like earlier, I had a guy in a mounted triangle, and I just felt his arm come up and go like smack on me. So I was just like, I loosened up. I was like, did you just tap? And next thing you know, he goes, no. And before I could retighten again, he just like shook me off. So I was just going like, oh.
It doesn't matter. It's only training.
It's only training.
If we're competing, you'd have a ref, and you have to wait for the ref to stop it. You don't ever wait. The tap doesn't stop it. The tap gets the ref to stop it.
Gotcha.
But, say like even in training, I think me personally, I'm a fan of the tap 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 until you let go, and also tap 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 like vocalized tap, because sometimes your hands are there.
If ever to the point where you're gonna make me tap, and to the point where I'm like, hey, please let me go rapidly. Don't like keep battering me. I've clearly had enough.
Yeah.
No, I mean like I've had it a few times where I've not been able to tap for
stamp your foot.
Yeah, or just like shout it.
Help!
Yeah, I'm done.
I think I had it the other day, and this was with someone who's not too experienced, and I think he got a sub on me or something like that. It might have been like a quick guillotine or something.
Okay.
And I was like, da, 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 da. But like I don't know what he thought I was doing, but it wasn't like tap tap. It was like da, 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 da. And he held it for like an extra 2 seconds. I was like, let go. I was like, I was thinking, mate, but then everyone makes mistakes. So.
What you have to think is he's probably not like familiar with people tapping.
Vocal tap.
No,
okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's probably never tapped anybody before. He's like, what the fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah. The first time I tapped someone, I was like,
are you being for real?
Yeah, I was like, do you want to rethink this?
It does happen.
Yeah. Do you know what? Say like Morgan, you're a higher level than me. I
doubt that.
No. I would say that you're more experienced, and I mean you've subbed me twice there, right? So let's say I would say, and it might not be like a good frame of mind for me to have if I want to beat you, but anyway, that aside. So I see you as a higher level, but for me, one of the things that I'm finding that I'm lacking in is finishing subs now. So when I got my blue belt, I was quite good at getting the head and arm choke. That was my main choke, and then I'd be able to get on the back. Okay, this is what I think I'm good at, right? Come on.
It's okay, lads. You can say whatever you want. Just say I am good at this. You don't need to qualify it.
Yeah, but I want to say for my level, right? Because
it doesn't really matter.
My
just say I'm good at this.
All right. So I like passing, and I like pinning, controlling the pins. I like retaining my guard, and I like getting my escaping from mountainside control. So I'm pretty confident. Say like someone my level or white belt, say, of executing things from those
That's way too many things to be good at. You know what I mean? You should only ever be good at one thing. You don't have enough time. You're a part-time athlete. You want to be good at one thing. Everything else can be shit. So, right, if you've got a good triangle, it doesn't fucking matter what your Kimura's like, because I can keep doing triangles. You're only a part-time athlete, man.
But you still need to know how
Fuck all that, just be good at one thing.
You still need to know how to pass, how to retain your guard.
I'm telling you right now, the path to where you will get good at passing guard and sweeping people will be through being good at one thing, because then you can force people. When I can force people to back away from me triangle, that gives me options to do me other moves. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they don't back away from me triangle, my triangle's real good, you know, and I'll get you it.
Okay.
That's how I learned.
I'm going to risk looking a bit cheeky here, Ken,
Good.
but what would you say your go-to move is?
That's not cheeky, like, fucking hell, I thought he was going to call me a dickhead.
Yeah, why are you being a dickhead?
Why are you being like that with him? I'm quite good at heel hooks. I spent a lot of time doing heel hooks.
Okay.
When I was a blue belt though, I was real good at triangles. Like I used to do a lot of triangles. I watched the Ryan Hall DVD. Do you know who Ryan Hall is?
I know the name, yeah.
He fights MMA nowadays. He used to be real good at jiu-jitsu. He's neurodivergent. He's got Tourette's.
You know what?
He's like this all the time.
It doesn't surprise me.
He's fucking terrifying though. I watched the Triangle DVD he did back in the day.
Yeah.
So, brief interlude to what, brief backstory about me. Went to like a class, got battered. Asked me mates, like who's good at jiu-jitsu. He was like Ryan Hall. I was like, went home, downloaded the DVD.
Stole it.
Yeah, obviously. Look, that guy. It was like some purple belt. Like purple belt was higher than him. He was like teaching in like a school gymnasium with like, do you ever remember them fold out tables?
Oh yeah.
Like in primary school, they're all stuck in the back, yeah. And Ryan Hall's doing this triangle and I go in and get it the next day. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be real good at triangles. So yeah, in my opinion, you don't have all the time in the world. You've said it yourself, you don't train that much. You train like what, twice a week at the most? Twice a week's a lot for a hobbyist.
Yeah.
You want to be trying to implement what you do best, not having 4 things that you're good at.
Okay.
See how many moves he's good at?
Yeah.
How many moves he's good at? 1. He's good at 1. He's good at straight ankle lock. So he built his whole game around straight ankle lock, so when he does it, he can implement his other moves off that. Do you know what I mean?
One thing that I say like one thing I would say that I'm good at is the head and arm choke. The thing what I normally bait people with, you're not falling for it. Do you know what it is? I think you're pretty aware of it.
You know, one thing I don't want to do is get into side control when I'm on top of you, because you've just had this thing where you put your hand there on my armpit, and next thing you know, I don't weigh anything. I'm
Straight
just
arm.
going.
Yeah. I learned, so my side control escape, I went to a gym called Fenris Gym in Berlin, and I only went to one session, and there was about 50 to 75 people, and one guy in the middle, and as he's telling you the technique, he's closing his eyes, and he's just telling you every single little detail about it, step by step. And it was 3 ways to escape from side control, and one was, if their legs are scissored and their base is shit, you fucking shrimp out, or I can't even describe it properly step by step, but it's basically that strong arm, and
It's called a straight arm escape.
Straight arm escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like.
You made it sound super sexual though when you was like he closed his eyes and tells you everything. It's like, fucking hell, lad. Where was you in Germany?
it wasn't at the Kit Kat club.
Yeah, it was fucking mad, that lad.
No, it was, I mean, it was just like, you know, he's passionate and he obviously knew what he was talking about. And like ever since then, I've been able, before then, if you got me inside control, I was stuck there. But after that, I could get out of it.
Well, I remember because we rolled at the Wrexham Open Day.
Yeah.
And, you know, compared to the last time we rolled, my side control felt like 8 out of 10 against you that time. But the last time we rolled, like before this, flat 0. Like, I was just hopeless.
I've got a question for you, Kev. And I keep saying that. So if someone gets me inside control, right?
Yeah.
I do my escape and get that knee
See,
back.
you shouldn't be going back to close guards.
Yeah.
You shouldn't ever be lying on your back waiting for something bad to happen. So when he's got you inside control, you need more underhook escape and less elbow knee escape. So underhook escapes where we can get to our knees so that we can stand up if we want to.
For the dogfight sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, well I don't know that, so. But so say if I do get to that
Elbow
right?
knee.
Elbow knee, and can I just chill there for a bit? Thinking,
No, you need to get to half guard at least.
Okay.
Because eventually this won't last forever. Half guard will last forever.
Okay, I like that because I do sort of when I get that I'm like, I do feel safe, but I am wondering.
You're one step back. You're one step away from being able to rest.
I need to thread that leg.
Yeah, you need to get back to half guard. So you need to be getting this leg entangled.
Well, what I would do from there is thread that leg underneath and go for my.
Do what you're doing then. There we go. That's where we can rest.
That's where I can rest, butterfly guard. All right. What time are we now? We're 4:30. So I'm quite happy to do the round 3 with you, mate, because I feel like, you know...
We've got to have a round 3, but you've got to have a rest for a minute. You need to compose yourself.
Bit of a rest?
Opinion. Yeah.
Okay.
Just have 5 or 10 minutes of composing yourself, play on your phone.
Okay.
Have some sugar.
All right. Love it. Yeah, thanks. Let's get ready for round 3. Love it.
Just let them go.
No, don't you dare, mate.
So here we have Greg on the left with Morgan on the right. Morgan, ultra confident, coming in off the 2-0 defeat. Pulls guard straight away, goes for the sweep. Greg stands back up. There we go. Lots of action already in the first initial exchange. Tries a sweep. Stop.
I am good. It's just yeah. It just hurts.
What's up? Well, sit down. What did you do?
Tweak my knee.
Sit down. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. What are you talking about? You can't keep going. He's fucked. He just tapped.
Keep going. I'll cut out. That's the tap, mate.
Just don't release that one. Slide down. Stop panicking.
Do you need a hand up?
Nah, he needs to sit down. He needs to stop doing whatever he's doing. Just put your leg down.
It'll just hurt for a bit and then it'll be fine.
Just put your leg down. Fucking hell. Just relax. It's going to be sound.
I was thinking like we're gonna eventually we will see this on camera as well. So
What the fuck is it?
ACL. So my ACL ruptured like 10 weeks ago. So, I've got no ACL. But I've got the MRI, I've been to the doctors, and he was just like, just train it as you train it, and if it gives, and you decide that you want the
surgery,
then I'll have it. But I could also decide not to have it and just live life without an ACL.
Right. I'm going to tell you this from somebody who's done a lot of jiu-jitsu and seen a lot of scabby knees. Your knee doesn't seem that bad, part A, so I wouldn't get surgery on it, because once you have surgery, it's tough to go back. But if you have a fucked leg and you're listening to this and you like can't walk and it clicks all the time, go and get it fixed.
Yeah.
You don't look too bad.
No. Okay. Round 3, kind of a what would you call that?
A damp squib.
Damp squib.
I would call that shit happens.
Shit happens.
Fish. Fuck it, shit happens.
So if you follow the show, you'll know that I have no ACL, or it's actually like just floating around in there a little bit, and I think that's what happened there. So I did a movement, it tweaked my knee, and it's painful. It's very
painful.
Like it's painful, but I have tweaked it like 4 times now, and the consultant surgeon told me that because I told him that I've tweaked it, and I told him that it's very painful. It's like probably what it is just the fraying end of your ACL getting like caught in the joint somewhere, and the nerves are still sort of there. So I have to ride the pain out. I think it's like what 3 minutes of just like riding that out.
You're braver than me.
Way braver than me.
Well, so I'm actually in the process of deciding whether or not to get the reconstruction. But you had some advice for me, didn't you?
In regards to what?
So that whether or not I should get the ACL.
Always get a second opinion.
Yeah.
If you can avoid surgery, always avoid surgery, because you can come back to it. You can always come back to surgery. Once you have surgery, you can never go back to trying to rehab it, if you know what I mean. But speak to people much more knowledgeable about it than me.
Yeah, this is not medical advice.
I am not a doctor. Yes. Surprise, surprise. I am not a doctor.
But you also said that, like, if you're walking around and your knees like constantly giving, then get it sorted.
Oh yeah, if your knee's as bad as his autism is. You know what I mean? Like, neither of them are severe.
I mean, like, you could drop me off somewhere and I'll be able to find
Yeah, you can sing and dance, you know what I mean? He's got a few show tunes. He'll get his way home.
Yeah. I don't watch American sports, but I'll represent LA.
But yeah, you need... If it doesn't impact you much in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
I'd always recommend going to see somebody else. Don't always take first opinions.
So Morgan, you're a regular practitioner, right?
Well, I only live down the road, so I've not got an excuse.
You only live down the road, and how many times a week do you come?
I try get in, on average, I'd say about 3, but I try in for 4. If I get in 4 times, I consider it a good week.
And every single week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, unless, like, you know, I've been, like... I mean, I was contemplating taking a few days off because I got stacked twice. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was because I was able to shift me neck into a less compromised position.
So is that getting stacked? It's like putting pressure on the spine?
Yeah, so like, basically I tried to triangle the guy and his...
How big was he?
About my size.
So big.
Yeah. Thanks, Kev. He just basically put me on the shoulders and then was just like compressing me to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the sensible thing to do would be to just release the triangle and get out. But yeah, I didn't do that in time, so got stacked.
How did you end up getting out of that stack?
It's after the triangle, isn't it?
No, I let go of the triangle and just took...
rolled over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other time?
Same thing. Same guy.
Same guy, same thing, same guy. Fair.
Crazy, bro.
Same session?
Yep.
Okay.
Loves routine, this guy.
I know. I find it very, very calming.
Okay, that's fair. So, first of all, I want to call someone out. So, you know who you are. I've rolled with on this show before. Calling you out, mate. And we're going to do 3 rolls like that. And I'm going to smash you.
Pause.
3.
You got banged 3 times. Then what the fuck, lads? You can't be calling people out.
Can I not?
No.
Does that look like
Crazy.
Is it?
Oh, you know, keep it in.
No.
But just from me, if that was me, I would just done that. I'd be like, I'm gonna call nobody out. I'm gonna bang you. You can't even bang Morgan.
Yeah, just look at that, mate. I'm gonna bang you. Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Oh lord. All right, that might not have been the best time to be calling someone out. But
Maybe do that one later when I'm not here.
when you're not here.
Nobody can tell me the terrible thing that happened if I'm not responsible for it if it weren't here.
Okay.
But I'm responsible for that while I'm here. I'll be like, as your mate, yeah.
Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that.
Don't be calling people out because you can bang you because they're just mates.
So I'm not, I'm new to combat sports. 2-year beginner. I don't know like the proper etiquette.
GSP, I reckon I can bang you. Let's go. That's essentially what you're saying.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna save that call out for.
Yeah. We'll do that one for next time.
All right, and action. So. Fucking hell.
God.
You've been called out.
Again.
Oh dear. Right. Okay, Morgan.
Yeah.
Will you accept the rematch? Will you give me a rematch after that?
I want to say yeah, but like, I'll just like be cautious of that. As in, like, I won't go.
Yeah. So no, that is true because obviously it's not nice for your opponent when you see like that. But that wasn't you, dude.
I know. But
it was I think so. What happened? You had got on my back, right?
Yeah.
And I was trying to like wriggle out of it somehow, and I think I just stepped on my knee. And it just fucking tweaked it somehow. It happens when I push off it explosively sometimes. We'll have to have a look at the replay. But
it's when your leg's like this, your leg doesn't move laterally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're hinging your sound, it's when you're moving that way.
Yes.
I think for me, it's like, when I roll with guys here, I want to win, but I want them to be able to come back. Like, I don't want them to, do anything permanent / long term.
100%, and I don't want to do anything like that either. But so what I've thought to myself when I'm coming back to train is I don't want to be telling people that I'm injured.
You don't have a knee brace on them?
No, I don't want to put a knee brace on either.
You should definitely have a knee brace on.
I would beg to
Get
differ
one of those
from
anaconda ones.
No, I'm not saying for that. I'm saying so that people don't accidentally just spaz on your sore leg.
Well, that's where I will be like conscientious of who I'm training with as well. Like conscientious.
I object.
Contentious. You object? No, but so like for example, like big, strong, new white belts. Like I'll probably avoid them.
Sorry, mate.
What were you gonna say?
Sorry, mate. It's just okay. I can't roll with giants today.
Yeah. But what I think is my injury is for me to mitigate, and I want to roll and I want to put it through its paces.
Yeah.
So I need to know like what I can and can't do, and like say a tweak like that, it's not making the injury any worse or like making the integrity of my knee joint any worse. It's literally just a tweak and pain. So this is what I'm sort of finding out. And what I say to people when I'm roll with them, if they know that I'm injured, they say, "Are you injured?" And I'm like, "Yes, but I will mitigate for it. You just roll as normal." Yeah. And I will either, if I don't like where it's going, I'll tap early, or if I tweak it, I mean, I'll tap. Do you know what I mean? But so
I didn't know you had a scabby leg. If I were to do you had a scabby leg, I would have told you to pull guard much earlier. Wrestling's very knee intensive. You need to be very careful practicing your wrestling.
Yes.
With a scabby leg.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I feel you. And did you see? I tried to do that. I tried to pull guard and get the butterfly sweep. But you always post out on that arm as well. But I was thinking, you always post so I can't get the sweep. But I was thinking, I'm going to do the other one where you kick the other leg and end up on the back.
You should have sat up and wrapped his neck. When he tilted over and he came back on top, you should have sat up and wrapped his neck.
Okay.
But that's getting into the weeds of it.
Yeah. I need to learn how to guillotine people. That's
like, no, not even that. You just need to know.
I'll just wrap it up to control.
You just need to know, like, not to give up so early on the first move. Like, you tried to butterfly sweep him, and then I knew for the next, even if that would have went 20 minutes, you wouldn't have tried that same move again because it didn't work the first time. Just because it doesn't work one time doesn't mean it's not going to work the next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't forget what brought us to the party. And if what brought us to the party is... Sorry, I'll write down the mic. If what brought us to the party is our hook sweep, just because it doesn't work the first time doesn't mean it's not going to work the second time.
Okay.
I mean, like, I shouldn't call him Little Reese, it's because there's Reese who's Big Reese, and then there's...
Reese Junior.
Yeah.
Shake shaft.
Yeah. He used to get me with the policeman's Kimura so much, so I got wise to it, and it stopped working, and then I got overconfident, and the second to last time we rolled, he gets me with the policeman's Kimura, so I'm on to you.
Call him out.
No.
Mate,
you're dead.
Do you want to call anyone out in the gym?
It's probably
your cousin. Your cousin. Maybe not. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Yeah, you can.
You may, yeah.
Joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'll happily come on and just, like, if you need me to roll with anyone, I'll
Morgan versus Reese. Reese can only do policeman's Kimura.
I don't know. I mean, like, he's got some wizard moves in his sleeves.
Yeah, no, I've trained with him a few times, he said.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I got him with straight ankle.
Well, there we go.
We don't talk about that. Don't give all my secrets away. It's just the one.
Just call him out.
All right, gents. Let's. So, thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure to have you here and to chat. It was a pleasure to roll with you. Let's call it a day. I should say, please. We need 1,000 subscribers to become monetized. I think we're on 185 now. We're getting about
so close.
150.
Yeah, we're
our numbers going up.
But we are on about 700 views per episode. So if everyone who watches subscribes, we're an episode away from hitting that 1,000 subs. And I think it'll be cool now if people watch this episode in the future and they're like, oh, they're asking for 1,000 subs. Let's check how many they've got now, and it's like 10 million.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, whoa, fair dues.
You're never getting 10 million on Jits Quips, bro.
Never getting 10 million on Jits Quips.
Right.
Check the subs right now.
Literally stake my life on it.
No, don't do that, mate.
May of 2024.
Kev, it's you that's going to get us the 10 mil.
Fuck that. May the Lord strike me down right now if we've got 10 million subscribers.
Wait, are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, sorry, mate, that wasn't...
Why? What are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I guess...
Let's get into it.
All right.
Religion quips.
Religion quips. I don't fully believe in anything, but what I do think is a possibility is that this is like an avatar, and where what's really controlling it is like projected into our brains like a signal. I think
the
that's,
Matrix.
Yeah, but it's not benevolent. It's
Have you ever seen Rick and Morty?
Malevolent. It's not malevolent. It's benevolent.
Have you ever seen Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the Roy game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you had cancer and then you still went back to when you beat cancer and you still went back to work. You're like, he's taken Roy off grid. That is a wicked. Yeah, exactly. That's a wicked episode, man. But you know, it's not something
I don't need
that.
to ask you if you've watched Rick and Morty. That I know
You
have.
really do not. I've got a T-shirt that says "Make America Swifty Again."
How do we know he's autistic?
That T-shirt.
Everything.
Alright.
He's got loads of Rick and Morty apparel.
Yeah, that's not what I believe, but it's like it's a possibility.
By the way, I'm not dead either, so he's ain't got 10 million.
Not yet.
Check the subs right now. We've got a 10 minute, I'm telling you. All right, guys. Thanks a lot and lots of love. Cut.
Stay dangerous.
Yes, boys.
Oh, cheers.
Thank you, mate.
Nice,